Hey, who do you even play for? TiVo. Companies protect you. Wireless companies have blitzed you with windows and suck you for free device contract. You like it, sir? Not TiVo. They have plans that make upgrades work for you. They even have a plan which makes your upgrade ready now for you. Thanks, man. Now how do the thing? Do the thing. Excellent. Take charge of your upgrades with our best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile. Let's have a huddle. You don't know what huddle is, do you? No. What? How is that a flag? Ran it on him after the sack. Wasn't passive. What if he hit him high? Wasn't passive. And low? Wasn't passive. Well, what if he trampled him and then he's like, oh no! And he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry. Well, we love our house. The outdoor space is great. But we do have invasive.
It's a starting house.
I think you're right. These guys gonna make bundling my home and car insurance easy. We save so much.
Mama, get the spray stuff?
Get the spray stuff.
Tiger, it's not here!
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com. This look at the running back market is brought to you by Subway. Wall Street, Wall abroad. Look at the marketplace. Receiving back release. Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott. Good backs. Guys who had to take a pay cut like Joe Mixon and Aaron Jones. It's really one of the stories of the offseason. Trade request, Miles Dexter with the Chargers and Jonathan Taylor. The Colts got playing. And the franchise tag, Josh Jacobs with Las Vegas and the backs received tonight. Holler and Barkley and Saquon on cue hits it. For a run of 17 yards, 18 yards. His longest of the night after 11 carries and 33 yards to start. Big Chris, he was the centerpiece of that conversation. He was what the Giants going to do. That is such a big part of this franchise, such a big part of the offense. Coach Kane, the general manager, had both Barkley and Daniel Jones come up at the same time. Jones got the big deal, Barkley gets franchised. Yeah. Yard line, Jones throws. A catch just made of 1 yard for David Bellinger.
Yeah, unfortunately,
What color jersey you wearing?
Football and especially the NFL has changed.
What about the run?
Huh?
Now, because of the rule change,
Ball, get it, receive, get it, quarterback, the offensive line can hold and do all these things. The game's different. Now it's all about passing game, and so you've got some evaluation going on at the running back position. But honestly, I think the collective bargaining agreement that the players signed hurt them as well. You're talking about a position that typically only lasts 6, 7, 8 years. Well, in the case of Saquon Barkley, first round draft.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cook again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, it's Cook, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Burrow on 1st down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed, because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Jones on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Burrow's pass. Complete to T. Higgins. A gain of 10 yards.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen off the play fake. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll bring a tight end in motion. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Alert! Go!
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam from 3 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This taken in right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
They have 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Tyler Matakevich buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go.
Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
11.
Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Come on, ready?
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Charlie Jones now from his end zone.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizing.
I'm real different out here.
It's an easy interception.
Give me that. They got pop, nigga.
They come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is interception. He's trying to get it to Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And finally brought down to the 48. That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Burrow throw. This pass complete to Higgins. He doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. As the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Allen will try again on second down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
And Burrow going to throw again.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Inside the 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
11 mighty.
Mixon with a first down carry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Now Burrow changing things up here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
And under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal. Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 57 yards. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know. Just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Charlie Jones. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From midfield, here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cook up the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. This is 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day and play.
And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He completes it to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Leonard Floyd.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
Here we go.
But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 48 yards.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Well, Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
What's that record looking like, buddy?
It's the NFL on Sports Arena Stadium in upstate New York. Today we got a football clash in the AFC as it is the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills.
You're gonna be stuck at 3 for a minute, buddy.
quickly to the air is Burrow.
And his first look is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
You know I'm different, bro.
Downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
It's me.
First down, here's the run with Cook. As he gets it down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Allen. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Open man is Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow able to find Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On one, right?
2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, you had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing now is Allen. And going to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Allen now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Room past the 35. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Burrow on play action. Finding Williams once more. Complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. But I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
and when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it, and that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but not.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Allen taking it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Josh Allen as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Bass on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's Mixon on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, and they'll accept that penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Here we go.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one too high and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Years it was that one-sided.
100 points in 30 minutes is crazy.
Brian Dable met with the media after the game. We got skunked here 40-0. So there's, when you play a game like that and coach a game like that, there's nothing that's good enough. And our job is to go back and look at it with a critical eye, just like we would do in any game. But 40-0 is not a good score, obviously. So a lot to work on, and that's what we'll do. Well, this league is humbling. It's a humbling league. I've said this many times. It's the same thing as if you have a big win, not get too high. This is an emotional game. Guys put everything they have into it. They prepared well, we practiced well, and we didn't put it together today. At every area, from, like I said, offense, defense, coaching, special team, whatever, you name it. When you get 40-0, there's a lot of blame to go around, and I'll take the head of it. That Giants' first drive, 9 plays, 67 yards. It looked like they were going to take command of this football game. Then there was the false start. Then the bad snap and the fumble recovered by Big Blue. And then the blocked field goal and the touchdown. And that was really all she wrote. Let's turn to Connor Hughes of SNY, who's covering both the Giants and Jets, their NFL reporter. You just came out of the locker room. You've got the post-game reaction. What was the overall feeling?
I think Xavier McKinney put it perfectly, is that with this team, which had sky-high expectations, Super Bowl aspirations, and certainly go further than they did last year when they won a playoff game, you're walking off the field after playing a divisional opponent. We thought you were going to bridge the gap, get closer from the scoreboard. It's 40-0. And the word he used was embarrassing. And I think that's probably what all of these players should feel. I mean, they are prideful individuals. This is a prideful team. When you see a score like this, the 8th most lopsided loss in Giants history in the opener, under the lights, was supposed to be a blowout. It's embarrassing.
And once again, this is a problem against divisional opponents, namely the two teams on top of the NFC East. It's now 12 out of 13 for the Cowboys, 5 in a row. And by the way, they've lost 16 of 19 to the Eagles, including 5 in a row. And last year, they won only one divisional game. It is very difficult to make the playoffs if you don't win games in your own division.
Correct. And the one thing is the Giants are absolutely, it's hard to say after this game, but the Giants are absolutely an improved team from a year ago. They have a better casting playmaker around Daniel Jones. They have a better crop of defensive playmakers on the other side of the ball. They're bringing back their coaching staff because Coach Martindale didn't have coaching staff.
It's the NFL Sports here at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good
good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to go to the air right away. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 62 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Boyd in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Here we go. Good run there. Once again, they run with Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now it's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the...
Touchdown, Bengals! Drew Sample, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
86 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Burrow looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I'm wondering.
Mixon is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft,
Here we go.
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like some looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's caught on the right side of Smith. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1-1, ready? Gotta go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
First down, here's Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he can...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over at first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
The 22-yard line.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this